There's a new Skyrim mod available that allows your character to be a bit more sexier, a bit more sportier, and a lot more sweaty. This is the Sporty Sexy Skyrim UNP character mod that just adds a tad bit of detail to your character that is sweat. Now, all the sexy stuff aside, because frankly that just makes me really uncomfortable. I don't play video games to get off, I play video games to play video games. This is actually a pretty good mod, if you ignore the sexy stuff, to add to your collection if you're someone who wants a more photorealistic Skyrim experience. I know a lot of people aim for that, and a lot of people collect mods that make things a bit more realistic, photorealistic, things like that. And this is a great mod to add to your collection. It adds sweat to your character, and it's not something you'll see often, but if you're one who does machinima or takes screenshots, it's something to go with. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the EposNerdNews show. The show, or we could just call it ENN. It's like CNN, but ENN. Wow, I didn't even think about that. Okay, hello, welcome back. It is now 2013. It is a new year, and what does that mean? That means stepping up the level of content for my channel, for this show, for just about everything, which is why there's been a slight delay in the episodes for this show. I do apologize for that if you've been missing it. I realize I only had one episode before this, but a lot of people seem to like it, and I hope to get it out to you guys as much as possible, hopefully weekly, if not more frequent. But it's been really busy with holiday season. I've been working a lot, spending time with family, taking a break from just working my ass off in general. And we've been making some renovations with the setup, which is why things are kind of a mess. I'm at an awkward angle, and this isn't the formal setup yet because we are almost done with the renovations, but not to a full stage yet. But let me just tell you, it will be well worth it when this is all said and done. So keep tuned, and you will see the results very soon. The Steam and Amazon winter sales are back, and they are draining our wallets one game at a time. You just gotta, please keep me away from the Steam store. Please. There are so many games that are available for $10 or less, $5 or less, that could normally be upwards of $30 to $60. And it's just so hard to resist not just adding them all to my cart and clicking buy, because I know when it's the summer or something and I want one of those games and they're full price again, that I'm going to be really sad I didn't get it in the winter sale. And back in the future I'll be like, oh yeah, I had the money, but at the moment I can't guarantee that I'll have the money, so I don't want to sit here and waste all my money. I've already spent way too much. But there's just so many good deals. And Amazon is actually doing their PC downloads in a similar style of sales. And I got Lego Lord of the Rings, Batman Arkham City, or Batman Arkham City Game in the Year Edition specifically, and the Mortal Kombat Arcade Collection of the older games, all for under $25 with a gift card that I had. That is ridiculous. That Arkham City is usually full price for the game, and I don't. How can you resist buying games like that? It is so hard. And the worst part is, when you stock up on games like that, you won't touch a single one of them. I do that all the time. I did that last year. I'm doing this year. It's an awful habit. It really is. And the Steam platform and just digital downloads is just such a genius platform because of that. And help us, please. A first wave of Black Ops 2 downloadable content DLC has been announced. And it's also been announced that said content will be Xbox 360 exclusive at first again. I know everyone's already harped on this. This has been talked about so many times, but Jesus Christ, really? I mean, If you're going to release a game on multiple platforms, you need to support it on multiple platforms, not give PC the short end of the stick and not just make your downloadable content Xbox exclusive. You are moving so far backwards in the progression of the games industry that it is so frustrating. I don't even know how to explain it. And games used to have free downloadable content. They're like, oh hey, we added this to the game, here you go since you paid for it. Now it's like a freaking subscription to play a single game for content that you barely use, that's barely not even worth the money, and you're gonna cut half the platforms out and only give it to one at a time? What the hell? Grow up, quit signing these stupid ass deals, and learn to just support all platforms evenly. That is the best course of action for everyone, and people need to realize that. The developers, Activision, needs to realize that. Some pictures of some Portal 2 action figures have been released that were previously announced with an unpainted form, but now they've been released in their final form, and these things are gorgeous. I would kill to have some Portal 2 action figures to add to one of my shelves or displays or something. That would just be incredible. Unfortunately, they're not available yet, and when they are, they will most likely be like ridiculous ass expensive, but I would just love to have some. I'll post some pictures here, you can see them. They're really cool. I would love to have some. If anybody wants to hook me up with some, you know, let me know, but otherwise they'll be just one of those things that we add to our list and we can never have. Maybe next Christmas Santa will be nice to me. Probably not. The Halo Council released a video showing some new armor abilities for Halo 4. These aren't new ones that we're going to get per se, but ones that they found in the code of Halo 4 doing a little mod digging. These are Teleport and Hacker, and these are most likely ones that have been scrapped by 343 that were unfinished projects when they were making the game, but there are some talk that it could theoretically be DLC. But most likely they're unfinished. Teleport allows you to leap forward, but like teleport through the air, just forward the distance. It's kind of like the thruster pack, but with double the distance, and your body's not present the whole path, so that protects you a little bit. That one's really cool. It's a bit buggy and glitchy because it's not a finished product, of course, in that you can just kind of die halfway through it for no reason. But I really like it. I would have loved to see that one in the game. Hacker allows you to disable another player's armor ability. So if someone's invis around you or someone's running at you with one of the shields, you can just press your button and disable it and continue fighting them. And that one's really cool. That one would be really well in the game as well. I really hope that either it is an unfinished product that they never added to the game, or if it's going to be released as DLC, that it's only something for like Spartan Ops and custom games. Because if they throw it in the matchmaking after the fact, that's really going to screw up the balance. That'll require a whole change in community, and let's just say the Halo community will be even more pissed at 343 than they already are, and that's not a good thing. Lastly, it has been announced and confirmed that Tomb Raider will have multiplayer. I am honestly pretty disappointed in this. The Tomb Raider game is known for its fantastic single player, for that being the core experience of the game, and I'm really tired of seeing really good single player franchises kind of screw it up, screw the pooch, or however you want to say it, by trying to add multiplayer to the game. It's not something that's necessary. It's not something that does well with a game like Tomb Raider especially. So let's just hope that they had a separate team for it, or that they have separate resources devoted for it, because if they screw up part of the single player, or if they like slack off on the single player game to add in some stupid multiplayer mode, I and hopefully a lot of other people are going to be very angry. Let's just hope they leave the single player, they had that already done or something. Thank you for watching this episode of Epos Nerd News, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Leave me a comment of something you would like to see from me and Chew, from me, or in this show in the comment section below, and we will be sure to give your comments a look, and we may even read some off on the show if there's some you want read. And like I said, hopefully by next episode we will have the setup complete, and you will see the awesome renovations we have made. Thank you for all your support in 2012. Let's make 2003 our biggest year ever. And 2003, wow. Yeah, 2003 is going to be the best year for me on YouTube. Let's make 2013 the best year for Epos and Chew on YouTube, and let's make a huge push as far as we can go. And just have a good year, guys. Have a good day. Have a good week. Have a good start to your semester for those going back to school. I know we will very soon. And I'll talk to you later. Also, guys, I've posted and updated a channel feedback survey so that you guys can tell me what you want to see, what you want to hear from me and Chew and I, If you could go fill it out, the link will be in the description below. If you haven't gone to it recently, but you did it in the past, I've added quite a few questions, so if you could fill those in too, it would be greatly appreciated. Thanks again for all your support, and have a nice day.